If a bunch of people are clicking the backer button, right? They're pledging without thinking about it and they're doing it right away. They are giving a false impression that that game has a lot more hype around it than it really does. Hey everybody, I've got a quick talk I wanted to share with you guys. I was thinking about the Kickstarter strategy that a lot of people are taking where they don't think about the potential investment or risks. Instead, what they do is they go for like one of the higher tiers or maybe the highest tier like right away. And they just say to themselves, I'll figure it out later, right? Like I want to lock into the high tier because if I don't, it's going to sell out or the chances of it selling out are pretty high. And then if I decide I really want that tier later, I won't be able to get it. So they buy the tier first, then they decide if they actually want to support that game. And that's why you see sometimes the tiers will open up later on and you're like, who just dropped this game, right? Like if you decided that you were pledging, why all of a sudden are you not pledging? Or maybe you downgraded to a lower tier. Well, I think that is one of the reasons why they're not thinking, they are not doing due diligence. They are just buying the highest tier right away. And then they're thinking about whether or not they want to support it later. Or they're getting on the Discord for that TCG and they're learning about the game or the creator, maybe the art or something like that. And then, they're taking all that into account, making a decision. I think it's okay. That's an okay strategy because Kickstarter does not charge you until the project is backed and the funding date is completed, right? The Kickstarter has to end. Even if they fund early, the Kickstarter still has to meet that ending date. Now, here is a major takeaway that I'm not sure everybody's thinking about. If a bunch of people are clicking the backer button, right? They're pledging without thinking about it and they're doing it right away. They are giving a false impression that that game has a lot more hype around it than it really does. So just take into account that a half or more than half the people, we don't really know what percentage of people are doing this, but you don't know. So you might have to assume half or majority of the people are hitting that buy button out of FOMO or just the strategy of let me get it now and I'll decide later. And you as a serious TCG investor or player or collector is thinking, wow, look at all this hype around this game. There must be something of value there. I'm going to get in on it. And in reality, there is no real hype around the game or there is no real substance yet. It's just people, they're just buying up tiers because they know that they might not be able to buy them up later. So you've got all this like false inflation of, what we think is like positivity around a game when it's really nothing around a game yet, right? It could be a great game. And that's the other thing. I'm not here to judge. And that's why I'm not bringing up any specific game names because I think this happens across the board. It's just that I don't know if a lot of people are thinking that a lot of these backer pledges, they may not be truly legitimate pledges in the sense that they did their research on the game and decided to back it, and then there's some substance there. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.